Okay, guys. I realised yesterday that there's a ton of stuff I picked up potentially that I didn't look into. This was one of them. Throw illusory blades that seek foes. I was hoping that this was going to be a weapon, but it seems like it's a new throwing dagger. The special throwing blade has a flat tip and is wielded by guardians of the Church of Philionora. Consume FP to project illusory blades which seek their targets. Guardians of the Church, of whom few remain, watch over Princess Philionora's eternal slumber along with the Spears of the Church. Spears of the Church. Why does it... Have you noticed how it's not numbered? It's not numbered, which makes me believe that it's just magic power based. It's like a Bloodborne consumable. Yeah. It uses your MP. Question is, can you use it when you're out of MP? No, you can't. Wow. It does the Bloodborne out of bullets animation. That's interesting. That might be something worth holding on to, just to chuck at stuff when they're out of range. Right, let's see if there's... So we found the sword. We read the sword. We did the other sword. We did the staff. We did the bell. We did not do the preacher's right arm. What the hell is this? Oh, it's a staff. The desiccated right hand of a white-faced locust. So those people are locusts that rose from an abyssal swamp that happens to perform as a catalyst for sorcery. The white-faced locusts were meant to beckon men to the dark with sermons, but most of them are unable to think past their own stomachs, the unruly mob. So those dudes that talk and those weird flies are literally locusts. Interesting. This shield, as hard as a great boulder, is formed by the head of the descendant of an archdragon. The ringed knights, by command of the gods, stood amongst the ranks who set out to slay the dragons, but their contributions were never lauded. And then we picked up a bow. Oh, and I've got a spear too. The black spear wielded by the ringed knights, the arms of early men, were forged in the abyss and betray a smidgen of life. For the reason the gods cast a seal of fire upon these spears and those who possessed them. A short bow crafted with white birch, endowed with light manipulating magic. The bow is a relic from an ancient land of sorceries that was swallowed by the abyss, most known for its folk tale of the heroic abyss walker. Do we get the desert girl's gloves? I don't know. We did. Desert pyromancy gloves. Who once walked the halls of Earthen Peak? It is said that the thin burgundy cloth breathed with magic. Desert pyromancies, most of them female, were known for their great fans of flame and enchanting looks. Ah. So they lured you in with the beauty, did they? And then they slapped you with some fire. I haven't read the witch outfit either. The purple garb of the witch Zuli, who intended to seduce Alva the Wayfarer but eventually became his chosen supporter, spending her entire life with him. It is said that Zuli the witch, who was never loved nor loved another, experienced all manner of misfortune and yet in the end found her purpose in life. Hmm. Well, that's some descriptions anyway. Is that Framped? Somebody's... Looks like they smashed the head of it. Why does the serpent's body look so weird? I turned him into a weird sloth things. Show your humanity. Oh, well, that's not technically humanity, I guess. This is unfortunate. So yesterday we got killed by a dragon. It was kind of a big deal. And it was just there. So I'm not too sure how you get up there. Because of him. Maybe I've got to kill him and then I can go up. That probably makes sense, right? Did I explore this? Should be careful. Looks very dangerous. Hopefully I don't get the attention of the big Gandalf over there. Hi. So, this is just... Oh, this... Wow, they're everywhere. He's already interested. Wow, that looked cool. I don't know why I'm trying to roll evade after this shit when I can just backstab them by scrubbing it up and fishing for the stabs. Like then, that would have worked if I'd have actually hit. Ow. But I read the other day that this level of this area is intended, the developer said, to be about 125. Which, you know... Oh, okay. Is he coming because the body's here, or is... No, he's coming for me. But you don't have any poise, so I can just molest you. Weird locust creature. So they're obsessed with feeding themselves, which is true. Locusts are crazy, man. Locusts will strip everything. They're ridiculous, so it's appropriate. They always remind me of the old abominable Dr. Phibes, because he uses a plague of locusts to kill somebody, because he's a creative psychopath. Out for revenge. Played by the late Vincent Price, who was a boss. Alright. Oh. Is this going to have a go as well? No, the little ones run away. Isn't it interesting? I don't know why they're here, the flies. Are they attracted by the body, maybe? There is a lot of them. Look at those guys everywhere. Perfect opportunity to test my new boomerang. That's one hell of an aggro range video game. Okay. Do not want to be in this range. Ugh. Dirty as fuck, that. Everything just does too much damage. Oh, wow. Okay. Why would they have so many of these guys so close together when they're all so fucking strong? They seem to have adjustable range for attacks as well. Did you notice how I was nowhere near him when he was doing that fire breath, and the swing he does after the fire breath still found me? Like it was still enough to get where I was. That's ridiculous. It's useful to know because then maybe you can park. Can we get up this? That would have been useful. Just skip that. But it's one of those things, I was thinking about it last night as well. They design these worlds, they design these areas, and they fill them with all this stuff. And then no fucker uses them. Like, nobody does any of this. Like, after you've explored it that first time and you found all the items, nobody's going to do these areas. Nobody's going to, like, explore and pick up items. Because there's too many enemies. You've put such a massive fiesta of wankers everywhere that players are just not going to do it. So it seems so strange. It just kind of breeds those mentalities of hugging your Havel shield as if your bloody life depended on it. I did no damage. Damn. Stop it. God, these guys are annoying. And they're not even worth out. Shit drops. There's 50 enemy in this area for no real reason. There's nothing in this area that seems worth getting. It just seems like a waste of time. It's weird. Like, look how many there is. There's tons of them. Why? They're not guarding anything good. They're just there to be there. It's very strange. Very strange. More chunks. Some flies. I'm trying to think of what other paths there were. There's that invader that keeps killing me because he's bullshit, which I don't really want to fight because he's just going to drop a ring that I don't need. You notice how there's not been any new rings? No new rings, barely any new armor. What is that? There's more than one. What are they? So over there's the dragon guy. What is that? It's obviously something. I can't lock onto it just yet though because the lock-on range is shitty. Shit-a-tay. Are you friendly? Nope. Why would you be friendly, right, pal? Have one of them. Needs glasses, this one. I think they've reduced a lot of its range. Like, they mentioned something to do with the animations, but I don't think that's what it is. I just think they've reduced the range, because some of these hits look like they should hit and they don't. Okay. You know when I was behind it just then and I swung? I didn't get anything. It was like fucking Neo. It's weird, isn't it? Normally this would be a poison swamp, because that's what Souls games do. But this isn't a poison swamp, so instead, there's just 50 dudes in every part of it. That's the trade-off, it seems. No poison, so just a big harem of dickheads everywhere. How did he get out of that? I have no idea. Suppose they're evasive little locusts. I want to know what this is. Oh, it's just the fat guy. I didn't realise it was that. I thought it was something interesting. And then, of course, this is the Dragon Slayer who killed me yesterday. Because it's been such a long time since I've seen the bugger. He's got some life. I don't like it when he swings his shield. The fucking shield's the worst one. It's got a lot of recovery after it, but it's definitely a pain in my dick. What are you doing? 2? Why is that doing the second hit? Give the shield or something. That one is fierce. That one's faster than I remembered. Ah! Okay. Is that how that guy always fought? I can't remember. I don't see anywhere else to go except for up that path where the dragon is, and I don't know how to do it, which is annoying. Because let's face it, this area sucks. There's nothing interesting here. There's nothing of worth. There's seemingly nothing to find. So I'd really like to get to something worth seeing. Can you fuck off with your stupid magic? That's the one you want, because it takes him forever to recover from it, but... I fucking hate that shield bash. Okay. He didn't do the second hit, you notice that? Being a bitch. I'm liking mid-range, it seems. Maybe mid-range is the range I used to fight in. You say I just turned my hitbox off? This weapon is fucked. Ow. It's funny because I know that has a 3 hits. I know it has 2 hits, and like I couldn't dodge it even though I knew it was coming because the second hit came out so quick. You can dodge past his shoulder when he does that. I don't know why I did that. Rusty, you know? It's what it is. Say it what it is. It's just rust. Ow. That hurt. That's the second hit. Ugh. Guy's annoying. Stop being annoying. Come on, you bitch. I've not knocked him down once. What a bitch. Did it again. I should have just gone and done what I'm supposed to do on that move. Thanks. You fucking mind. Oh, okay. He did it that time. That's a good opportunity to hit that. But I was... No. I feel like I could hit this dude way more in the boss fight. I don't know why. It's just unfamiliarity. We used to be really good friends. Now we're not. That's exactly what I needed, game. Exactly what I needed. That's a good one, isn't it? No? No, it's not a good one. I thought it was. Well, he just nearly got me killed by nearly getting himself killed. Why does this work like this? Ow. Fuck you. Oh, wow. Now that was worth it. Damn. That was totally worth it. The one armor set that everybody thought you would be able to get, and then you couldn't get it. Dark, melted iron helm of the ancient dragon slayer. The armor defeated by the champion of Ash in Lothric was left ages to rust until it slipped into an abyssal swamp where it was possessed once again by a memory of the hunt. How long is this since where we were, like? Dark melted iron body of the ancient dragon slayer armor. The armor defeated by the champion of Ash was left ages. Ages! It's been ages since we did that? Well, it's true, it's been like nearly a year, but... It don't look too bad. I mean, it's not my favourite. I can't use it because I'm super fat when I have it on. It might be nice to run around in it a little bit. Put my my veil back on, my awesome battle church maiden veil thing. Oh, it does that where it tucks it in. That's weird. Interesting that certain armors do that and certain armors don't. Ayah! I'm armored, son. I'm a beast. I still don't know where to go. Which is confusing. I really want to fight the Dragon Slayer armor in the boss fight now, just to see if my memory's really shit, or if he fought any differently. Because the Kappa demons don't fight differently. Fuck you. You know, the Taurus demons didn't fight differently. Is this... I've been in here, right? Yeah, I've been in here. Destructo! Oh, I didn't do it. I can hear a locust. Boom. I wonder what the big fella drops. Hi. That was an input drop just then. Which is interesting because it's the first one we've had today. Or the first one I've felt, anyway. So this leads up to, I'm assuming, where that invader was. Hi. There's that guy. There's a lot of these monk men. Big crystal. I can't get over how good the top of the city looked. And now we've come back to dogshit swamp tree land. Like every zone in every Souls game. It's like they know. They know I like cities. And they're like, fuck him. We'll make it look like the other swamp. Everybody loves that place. Hearing all kinds of weird noises. Is that you? No, it was that thing. Totally worth it. Weird locust dickhead. I wonder what Mr. Magic Caster can do to you when you get close. You would think he'd stamp on you like the giants did in Dark Souls 2. This DLC's been very reverential towards Dark Souls 2, so maybe it'll do that. I'm nervous because of the dudes beneath him. And of course he's gonna summon all kinds of Ruin Sentinels, which... Is anybody else surprised I've not fought a Ruin Sentinel yet? I get the feeling like we're gonna... Well, minus these twats. Oh, it looks like he's going to take a swing, doesn't it? Look like he's rearing up. Here he comes. Yeah, he does punch. Good for you, sir. Second punch. Sweep. Alright. I'm okay with that. Do that again. Oof. It's really well telegraphed and it still hit me. That's the thing with Dark Souls. It's all in fucking slow motion, so you watch it happen. That's the straight one, right? Yep. Oh my god, he's got combos. He's got combos, boys. Scary magic combos. No, none of that. Stop that. Why is the frame rate so bad? Frame pacings and whatever. I don't think the frame rate was bad then. It just looked bad. Really? Hidden blessings and a chunk. Oh my god. Nothing drops anything worthwhile here. There's no reason to do this place. It's shit. It's literally shit. Look at it. Horrible place. You think I can use Chameleon to sneak up that bridge? Use one of those white branches to sneak on the bridge. That'd be cool, right? That's a fly. Locust man. 2 locust men. This one seems way more eager to kill me. So let's go for that one. That was an input drop I did not need. Oh, he talked! So they're not completely mad then, they're just hungry. Because that's what locusts do. Greedy buggers. Fuck you with your backdashes. Frame advantage, son. Eat my dick. Backdash, backdash, backdash. Captain Senor backdash. Ooh, that's different. Come on, then. I tried to do something fancy and it missed. I say fancy. That move sucks. It really does. It's only good if you can get guaranteed stun on it, which can work, but when you're working against enemies that can break out of stun for reasons that they know and you don't, not that effective. Right. What is the difference in the branches, do we know? Uh-huh. Oh, I can't walk up that. Fuck. So some of the reviews for this DLC have been mentioning how it's quite short. And I'm assuming it's because once we kill the dragon, there'll probably be another boss very similar to how Elena and Sin were very close to each other. And then that'll be the DLC, one would think, which is unfortunate because it doesn't feel like we've done much. Which is a shame because this Ring City looked amazing and then now it don't. Where's all the streets and the boulevards and the hallways and the pavilions and shit? God, it could have been epic. Instead we just get flaccid poopy town of too many enemies and nothing worthwhile to pick up. Here we go. Mm-hmm. No, he knows. He knows. Totally knows. How do I do this? How do I get on that? What is that? Do you think that's a shortcut? Maybe that's a shortcut to that other door I wanted to open. Where does he perch? Just kind of fucks off. You know he's coming back though, because he always comes back like a bloody boomerang. Doesn't give you a long time, does it? You think I've got to follow? He's going again already. There's no way you can run up that. Or is there? It's hard to tell. Why don't they ever design the dragons in these games to make fucking sense? It's always this, can you, can't you, I'm about to get instantly killed by a big wanker. Oh, that's where he sits. Up there. Come on then, prick. We're going for it. My 94 majillion souls. Oh, don't do this. There you go. Nope. There's probably a roll in there. Ooh, there's a cave. Okay. I'm really looking forward to fighting this dragon. If there's 2 dragons, I'm turning this DLC off. I'm not even playing. But if it's just him, we're going to have a really fucking good fight. Because fighting dragons is really fun. Calamite was a dickhead, but he was an exception. I think Dark Souls 2 Sin, you know, the Crown of the Sunken King dragon? That is one of the most fun fights in Dark Souls 2. Because you're fighting a huge dragon, and it's totally fair. I really like that fight. A lot. I wish I could not get hit. That'd be just great. Be just fucking dandy. You pushed me. You prick. Fucking push you. I hope he burns you. Right, where does this lead then? Is this just a spot? Yeah, this is a spot so that we can actually survive. So yeah, I take back what I said. This has been designed. Which is kind of unfair to some of the other dragons. They do make sense, it's just an annoying kind of sense. It's not always immediately apparent. Thanks. Thanks. But look at that bullshit. Fucking rubbish. You risk your life for rubbish. Right. Yay, we're here. Do we go up or do we go down? Do we have a choice? Hey, I don't think I can come back from that one because it's a ramp, so let's go up. If I can find a bonfire, we can go exploring. And this looks way... Oh, bollocks. And I'm invaded. And the skeletons getting up everywhere. Dude, fuck off. All I want... Can I even hit the bonfire with this wanker in my world? Probably not. Ooh, nice simple gem. It looks like Paladin Leroy. They all look like Paladin... Oh my god! Why would they fucking do that? Oh, I'm gonna fall off. Yeah. That was a bad fall. Lichdom Battle Mage! I'm hoping when we get to past this catacomb area, there'll be some kind of... Okay. That was too close. Lesson learned. Like in most games, when you find dragons, there would be rocks on that path, and when you stand behind the rocks, the fire wouldn't hit you. And I think that would work well here, because you would have to change the side of the rock you stood on, depending on what side the dragon was strafing from. So it would take some intelligent thought, but they just don't care. They just, fuck you, big ocean of death coming your way, get the fuck off my bridge, and 90 miles close to my bridge, because why not? Wanker dragon. Lichdom Battle Mage! Kia! He got fucked. He tried to push me. He pushed himself. You gonna... Oi! Dumbass. Ow. Why do you get invaded when you're offline? Does anybody know why that happens? Whoa, that was lucky. Let's check this way, because the other way got me fucked, so maybe this way is a bonfire? No. I like the idea of this area a lot. Obviously, with a fucking checkpoint. I don't want precarious falls and labyrinthine structures when I have to keep running by a dragon. Seems like that would make perfect sense to somebody with a brain. But I suppose you have to take what you're given. I keep thinking there's going to be a boulder falling down here. Wow, that's a really strange looking chest. I'm not touching it till I find some salvation. So that's gonna get up, obviously. Do you think it's the red? Oh no, I can't. Can't fall that way. Hmm. Can you parry? Will you get back up again? There's another one here. It's hilarious how they don't actually fit the geometry. They just have levitating bones. What is that guy doing? That was really lucky. Whenever they're in that stance and you strike them, a lot of the times they will parry you just automatically. You can do an unparryable move and they will parry it. Because the computer cheats. That's the crystal lizard. Don't care about him. Back to where we got invaded. This is where the bonfire is, okay. So, does this lead to that big pathway on the cliff? It does. They've got their... Are you... Really? You fucking bitch! No. This guy's a prick. Is this where you fight him? You can't fight him here. Okay, that's not that way. That's his way of saying, come back once you've killed me, son, because you can't come that way. That's no bueno. Let's go and get that chest. In the Catacombs. So I was playing Mass Effect last night, and I had my first sex scene. I was sorely disappointed with it. Just because I don't really want to see anything like what I saw. But I just find it funny that there's this big emphasis on these sex scenes. Yeah, it was a mimic. Or an obvious mimic. Yeah, what are the other ones? No. Can you stop, please? Negative edge. I don't know if you... Oh, he got stunned. Nice. I seduced PB, and I did her loyalty mission, and then she didn't have an escape shuttle, so she's like, oh, but what bed will I be in? And he's like, my bed's nice and comfy, because I'm a gentleman like that. And I went, and there was a really interesting part of it where we did the melding in between shots of her ass and weird kissing stuff and awkward dialogue and boobs. Boobs that did nothing for me, blue weird boobs. But that melding thing was really interesting, because I don't really know too much about it. It's been a long time since I played the other Mass Effect, so I've kind of forgot the narrative aspect of it. But it's obviously some kind of like mind fusion, some kind of unification. Maybe he gets a glimpse into all of her wisdom or something, or just the Asari's collective mind. I don't really know what it was. I'm gonna have to Google that shit and get my wikis up and what have you. But it was really interesting. Oh, grab. But the sex scene is just... Who gives a fuck, really? It's Pornhubs for that stuff. I'd prefer the, you know, the scripts not to error so that I can actually finish the missions. I'd prefer the scanner to work. I'd prefer 1,000,001 things that have nothing to fucking do with worthless sex scenes. Ooh, that was a counter hit. Can the running attacks be counter hit? That's the question. I'm hoping this guy's not going to fucking cheat. Like that other guy. I can't break that. There's no planet where I can break that. And I can't repost because I didn't do that correctly. And then I can't roll away because I don't have the stamina because I fucked up the parry. There we go. Did they have to be so punishing on partials in this game? So dumb. And everybody tells me it's because you're using a cestus. Well, the cestus is the only thing that parries and it feels like it's fun. Because the parrying in this game sucks big fat penises. Swing, dickhead. Don't do that. I don't know if you can do it two-handed. That's perseverance. Don't think you can do jump attacks. And there he goes. So why was Morn here? Blindfold mask. An eye-occluding mask of unknown origin. Small cracks allow the wearer to see. Strengthens dark attacks, but also greatly increases damage sustained from dark. This purple steel creation has a certain resemblance to the Firekeeper's crown, but the similarity is purely cosmetic. So this is the Crown of Dusk for dark sorceries. Looks twatty on my build, but it could fit somebody's build. Interesting. So I can hear a bonfire from here. I didn't hear it last time. See ya. But my point is a rather simple one. There's all this obsession with the sex scenes in Mass Effect, and I don't understand why. Sex is only this big, ridiculous spectacle to people who are not having sex. That's really it. Is this where we came in? Yeah, it is. I think. Yeah, it is. Like, that's the real truth about sex. Sex is awesome. It's fun. It's good for your health. It's good for you psychologically and everything. And it's a biological imperative of why we're here. But it's not the end of the world, so this unnecessary fascination with it, this unnecessary obsession with it, doesn't really help video games, I don't think. Especially a video game that has as many problems as Mass Effect Andromeda does. So I wouldn't have minded if there was no sex scenes, and it was just, you know, take me now, bootleg shepherd, and then they started kissing, and then it faded to black. That's all you need. Everything else, you can leave to the imagination. We know what they're doing. We've all done it, you know. There is no real mystery. It's just what species do. Give a cuddly toy to a dog. It's going to do the same thing that they were doing, just without the grace and the cinematography. And fix the other shit. Because there's some really awkward stuff in that game. Getting spawned on infinitely by enemies for no reason, just because an objective glitched. Like, unable to finish an objective because an objective glitch. Scanning a million things in a room thinking you're doing it wrong, and it turns out the first thing you scanned was the right thing, but it didn't trigger correctly. Like, there's so many problems. I got a really hilarious glitch the other day with the reload animation. The reload animation on most of the guns is the same one, and it looks like shit. Well, I managed to glitch an animation where he was doing this awesome swag fist thing. It looked way better than the intended animation, but it was a glitch. So this is confusing. It wants me to do some falling. But I don't really know how. I must have to follow the red fabric. But I just feel like our priorities are in the wrong places a lot of the times with this stuff. Because I want more sex in games, because sex is an important narrative tool. It doesn't have to be just a childish, juvenile, you know, point in a game that's inserted for titillation and nothing else. Because it can serve a purpose for titillation, but it doesn't have to. It can also be an emotional thing. It can be a lot of things, and I don't think we use that as a narrative device enough. It can help raise the stakes. It can help us gain a bond to characters that we might not necessarily feel too much about. There's a lot of reasons why it can bolster relationships and help characters develop, but it's so easy to fuck it up. So easy, and that's the problem, and I think that's ultimately what Mass Effect's issue is. It focuses on a lot of the wrong things. It's kind of hilarious, actually, that like there's all this emphasis on those stupid sex scenes, and who cares, really? Do you think there's a point to this? Or is it just to get me to where this dragon is, and maybe there's a trick to getting past the dragon? I don't see a trick, though, do you? I'll run for it. He does 2 breaths. That one was different. He didn't do the raw. I thought he did 2 breaths in a raw, and that time he did 3 breaths. But I think I've got enough time when you combine a raw and a breath together